Ciao! Ciao a tutti! Yeah! Okay, so this is Ermi Pedata from the languagerules.com, and I'm sorry I have a nose voice, but I'm still recovering from a cold. And today we are going to learn together some Italian phrases for travel. Some must know Italian phrases for travel. So I just want to give a shout out in the chat to Bill because he's going to, oh, this is me. Bill is going to put in the chat the phrases that I'm going to say because today I'm going to do this a little bit different. I'm going to tell a story. I'm going to read a story, and in the story there will be all these phrases that you need to know. You must know how to use them next time you are going to Italy. Okay, so if you are new and you're joining live, feel free to join us in the chat. If you're shy, it's okay, you can just sit back and listen. I will be sharing my screen with you at some point to see all these phrases in detail. And then actually even now, if you want, you can download the learning sheet in the description in the description below, to follow along the story that I am going to tell. So without further ado, I would say let's get started. So this story is called Your First Day in Italy. Your first day in Italy. Okay, so you've just landed in Italy. Just imagine that. You've just landed in Italy and are queuing at customs, and your turn finally arrives, and you greet the police at custom and say salve. Salve. Then you give your passport to the police so they can check it, and you say ecco. Ecco. The police checks your passport and gives it back to you and say that you can go ahead. And obviously he says this in Italian, and he says prego. Prego. And your answer is grazie, arrivederci. Grazie, arrivederci. Then you are in the baggage claim area, and as it sometimes happens, you realize you need a toilet. That always happens to me, by the way. So you can't see any toilet around, so you ask someone at the help desk and you ask, scusi, dov'è il bagno? Scusi, dov'è il bagno? And the person answers, è lì. È lì. The staff member points at it, at the toilet, and says, è lì. Okay? So we just went through some phrases that you must know. So we went through salve, ecco, prego, grazie, arrivederci, scusi, dov'è il bagno, and è lì. Let's see what are these. Well, thanks Bill for putting them in the chat. Let's see what they mean exactly and how you can use them. I already showed you how you can use them through this story, but I am just going to show you them written down so you can see them. Okay, so here it is, the story. You just landed in Italy and queue at customs. Your turn finally comes. You greet the police at customs and say salve. So that salve is hello. If you already watched a previous lesson on stop saying ciao, if you have not watched it, you should, because I tell you different ways on how to greet in Italian, and salve is a way to say hello in either formal or informal context. So if you should just learn one Italian greeting, this is the one you should learn, salve, because you can use it in formal and informal. Okay, then you have the second word, it's just ecco. So ecco you use every time you are giving someone to someone else. So it literally means here, or here it is. That is what ecco means. So as in this case, you're giving the passport to the police, you say ecco. And then you have prego. Now prego can be used in different ways, but one way that you can use it is to say go ahead. So you will hear this a lot if you go in Italy. For example, if you enter in a restaurant, the person will be like prego, to say come in. Or if you are like in this case at the passport control, the police could tell you prego, which means go ahead, you can pass. Prego also means you're welcome, as an answer to grazie. That is another meaning. If you want to find out all the meaning of prego, again, I have another live lesson, which is on this channel, which is called prego. So you can go look for it. I'll put the link. I'm going to put the link below in the description later. Then you have grazie, arrivederci. Grazie means thank you. And arrivederci, it's 5 syllables. Arrivederci means goodbye. And finally, you have these two phrases, which you will need if you are looking for a toilet. So you have scusi, which is excuse me, formal. In a formal context, use scusi to attract attention, or just like to call someone. For example, if you want to call a waiter in a restaurant, you can say scusi. Scusi, dov'è il bagno? Where is the toilet? So I'm just going to write them here because it's easier. So prego, we say it means go ahead, or you are welcome. Grazie is thank you. And arrivederci is goodbye. And then scusi, excuse me. Dov'è is where is it. But if you say dov'è il bagno is where is the toilet. Il bagno is toilet. And finally you have è lì. I should scroll up so you can see better. È lì, which is it's there. You will find many Italians say è lì, pointing at you, or they sometimes can also say è là. Lì or là, there's no difference. It's apart from the vowel. No difference in that. Okay, so shall we move on with the story so you can learn more vocabulary? I'm gonna tell more of the story. Okay, so let's come back here. Hello, Rob. So the story, coming out of the airport, what happens? Allora, so you come out of the baggage claim area and see a nice cafeteria, or like in Italian we say caffetteria. And this cafeteria is at the corner, and you decide to take a short break to get a coffee. And you say, scusi, vorrei un caffè. Scusi, vorrei un caffè. Okay. So you are asking, guess what? For a coffee. So scusi, vorrei un caffè. Excuse me, I'd like a coffee. You then realize you need to get a bus to get to the city center, so you ask at the bar, scusi, dov'è la fermata dell'autobus? Scusi, dov'è la fermata dell'autobus? Scusi, dov'è la fermata dell'autobus? And they say, It's right outside the airport. È fuori l'aeroporto. È fuori l'aeroporto. So you just asked, scusi, we saw this before, excuse me, dov'è, where is it, la fermata, the stop, dell'autobus, of the bus. And the person says, è fuori l'aeroporto. It's outside the airport. È fuori l'aeroporto. I know this one is tricky. We're gonna see how they are written later, and Bill is putting them in the chat anyway. Thank you, Bill. Now that you know where the bus stop is, you need to buy a ticket. So you buy it at the newsstand outside the airport, and you ask them, un biglietto per l'autobus. Grazie. Quanto costa? Un biglietto per l'autobus, grazie. Quanto costa? They say it costs 2,50 €. 2,50 €. Un biglietto per l'autobus. A bus ticket. Grazie, thank you. Quanto costa? How much is it? How much does it cost? Quanto costa? 2,50 €. So they say this price, but you don't understand, and you ask them to repeat again, and you say, come? Come? So the tickets cost 2,50 €, 2,50 €. And you ask them to repeat the price twice, so you say come. Come is a way in Italian to say pardon. So let's have a look at this written down. Where is my thingy? Here it is. There you go. I'm just gonna put this in another page so you can see better. Here. Okay. So we've seen, scusi, vorrei un caffè. Excuse me is the same one. Is the same one as before. Scusi, excuse me. Vorrei, I'd like. Un caffè, a coffee. Scusi, excuse me. Dov'è? Where is it? We saw this before. La fermata dell'autobus. The bus stop. So in Italian we say the stop, la fermata, of the, del, autobus, bus. So that's what it means, every single word. Excuse me, where is the stop of the bus? But obviously you don't translate it like that. You translate it as, excuse me, where is the bus stop? And then the answer is, è fuori l'aeroporto. It's outside, è fuori, it's outside l'aeroporto, the airport. And then once you go to buy the ticket, you ask for the ticket. And a way to ask for the ticket is just by saying a ticket, please. So you say un biglietto, a ticket, per l'autobus, for the bus. Per means for. And then you can just say grazie, thank you. And if you want to ask how much does it cost, you just say quanto costa. How much does it cost? And then they will say the price, 2,50 €. 2 euros, 2,50 and 50. If you hear any noise, I do apologize, but someone upstairs. And then if you don't understand, and sometimes this happens a lot, especially when people tell you numbers, you may get a bit confused and you may not understand. So an easy way to say someone in it, to say to someone in Italian that you didn't understand and you want them to repeat, you just say come. Come. You don't need to say repeat or, ripeti, all that. Just say come. It's a very polite way to say pardon, and they will repeat it to you. If you need more, if you want to know more about numbers, again, I have done another live class a few weeks ago on numbers. So it's called Italian Numbers, obviously, and you can go and check it in the channel as well. So we have add a few phrases here. So we have scusi, which we know it means, excuse me. Vorrei, this is another key phrase we should know, because vorrei, you can use it all the time to say anything, to make any request. So vorrei means I would like. So you can say vorrei un caffè, vorrei un tavolo, I'd like a table if you're in a restaurant. You can say anything, just to say vorrei, and then you stick whatever you want at the end to say, okay, maybe I'm gonna write this down properly. All right, okay, there you go. You just use vorrei to say every time you want something, you want to request something politely. Then so again, there's scusi, we saw that, and dov'è, where is it? Again, you can use dov'è and then stick anything at the end to say where is something, to ask where is something. And then ticket, un biglietto. So a ticket for all transport, train, airplane, bus, underground, the word is always un biglietto. And by the way, this also same word for, like, if you want a ticket for the cinema or for the theater, it's the same word. In some other language, like, they have different words, but in Italian, ticket is just translated as un biglietto. And then you have come, which means pardon. So every time you don't understand, you can ask come, and they will repeat it to you. Okay, let's move on with the story. It's the last part now. So, there you go. So now you took the bus, and now you have arrived at the hotel. Okay, and this is what happened. So finally you get to the hotel, and after having settled, just checking if I'm on the right screen. Yes. So you finally get to the hotel, and after having settled yourself down in your room, you decide to have a dinner at a local restaurant you've seen on your way from the airport. You enter the restaurant and ask one of the waiters, "Posso avere un tavolo? Posso avere un tavolo? Posso avere un tavolo? Can I have a table?" You order a first course and a drink, and you say, "Vorrei una bottiglia d'acqua frizzante e spaghetti alle vongole." Vorrei una bottiglia d'acqua frizzante e spaghetti alle vongole. Vorrei, we saw that before what it meant. I was like, una bottiglia d'acqua frizzante, una bottiglia, a bottle, d'acqua, water, frizzante, sparkling, so a bottle of sparkling water, una bottiglia d'acqua frizzante, and spaghetti alle vongole, spaghetti with clams. Okay, then you eat, and the dish is pretty big, so you get quickly full and decide to ask for the bill. Posso avere il conto? Posso avere il conto? Posso, can I, avere, have, il conto, the bill. Posso avere il conto? Can I have the bill? You really like the food and are planning to come back to this restaurant again. You say goodbye, I look forward to visiting this place for lunch tomorrow, and say again, arrivederci. Okay, let's look at this last part so we can see what it means. Well, I already told you what it means, but when you see word written down, you can remember them better. Okay. So, finally, oh, what did I do? Oh, something different. Okay, there you go. Okay, so we saw posso avere un tavolo? Can I have a table? So, posso in Italian means I can, or can I in a question. Every time you want to ask politely for something, you can use posso plus another verb after. So in this case, you say posso avere whatever. Can I have whatever? In this case, we're asking posso avere un tavolo. We are asking for a table. Posso avere un tavolo. We use again this structure later here. Posso avere il conto? Can I have the bill? Il conto. And then we saw this phrase here, vorrei, which we use to order. So vorrei una bottiglia d'acqua frizzante. I would like, vorrei, una bottiglia, a bottle, d'acqua or water, frizzante, sparkling. And when you want to add, always use and, which is e. Spaghetti alle vongole. Spaghetti. Oh, this one. You know what it is? Vongole is clams, so spaghetti with clams. And finally, you just say arrivederci at the end, which is a greeting that we saw before when you are saying goodbye, and you know, because that's really it can be perceived as rude. It is rude because if you don't know the person, you don't want to say ciao. Okay, so how's it going? Oh, did I was not okay, never mind. This is messy. Okay, where is this live stream? There you go. Ciao Karen. Okay, so shall we do a quiz? I don't see many people active in the chat, so I'm not sure if it is a good time to do a quiz or not, but let me know if you would like to do a quiz by leaving a smiley face in the chat, because I would like to do a quiz. Meanwhile, while you leave your smiley face, I am going to recap, okay? So let's recap on this. Where is it? I'm just going to, I think you can, oh, there you go. You can see me now. Karen says quiz. Okay. Just tell me if you can see this properly. I don't think you can because I'm getting a bit messy with this today. It's fine. It's all good. Right. I think now you can just see my, there you go. You should be able to see my screen. Okay, yes, you should. Oh yeah. So, just to recap, we saw these phrases like salve, scusi, grazie, prego, ecco, arrivederci. We all saw them in the first part of the story. Then we saw two phrases for requests. Vorrei, I would like, and posso avere, which is can I have. So you can stick anything at the end of these to ask for something. And then you have question words like come, which is how, or pardon. You can use come every time you don't understand what you're saying and you want them to repeat back to you. And then you have quanto, which is how much. You can also ask quant'è, how much is it? And then you have dove, which is where, or if you want to ask where is something, you need to say dov'è. Okay? So, I'm not sure. Okay, let's do the quiz. Let's do a quick quiz. Okay, so I am going to say what? I am going to say a little story just like I did before, and you need to tell what is the right word that you would say in that context. Okay? So, the context is this. You are at the hotel. So, how do you greet the receptionist? How do you greet the receptionist? What word do you use to greet the receptionist? You type it. So we saw just one word before that you can use in any context to say hello in Italian. So you tell me what it is. And if you paid attention, you will. Bill, I know you're gonna be like the best at this because you already learned everything. So, Marie Bell says, and Bill says, salve, Karen says, salve. Sì, corretto. Okay, so yes, that's what you said. Okay, cool. So you're still at the hotel, and what can you say when you give your ID to the receptionist? So you don't want to be like that. You want to say something, right? So what do you say? What do you say? What do you say? You tell me. There's just one word that we can use in Italian to say, here it is. By the way, you like my new glass? I really like it. Okay. Waiting. So you need to say, you're giving something to the receptionist, your ID. Yes, and you're saying, here it is. I'm just waiting a few more seconds because I know that more people know. Oh, yes. Okay, so Bill says, ecco, yes. And Karen says, ecco il mio passaporto. Sì, yeah, that's it. Ecco il mio passaporto. Here is my passport. Here's my passport. Or you can just say ecco, and that's it. Even easier. But I like that, Karen, you put like the whole phrase. Nice. Okay, next one. While you wait for your ID to be photocopied, because this is always something that happens when you go to a hotel, they need to photocopy your ID, right? You see that they sell some cute postcards by the desk. You ask, how much? How much are they? How much are they? Oh, I like your response better. Yeah, it's a nice response. So you're asking, you see the postcards and you're asking, how much are they? And now I know that I put in the plural. However, if you say in the singular, even though if it's not 100% correct, they will understand you. Okay, so Bill says, quanto costa? Karen says, quant'è? Okay, quanto costa means how much does it cost for a singular, for one thing. Quant'è is how much is it? In general, like normally for just one thing. But if you're talking about something plural, your best option would be quanto costano. Quanto costano. I'll type the plural. So for a singular thing is like quanto costa, but quanto costano is for plural. How much are they? Quanto costano? Okay, next one. Number 4. How now you're still at the reception, yes? So now you're asking them, hey, where is the toilet? Hey, where is the toilet? So how do you say that? Where is the toilet? This is a question. Once I went to Portugal, and before going, I was trying to learn some Portuguese. And one of the first questions I learned was, where is the toilet? Okay, so Bill was, hey, dov'è il bagno? I like it, yes. Scusi, dov'è il bagno, Karen? Sì, corretto. Okay. Karen, the only thing is that you need to, when you write it, you need to write dove apostrophe E with an accent. Because just dove means where. But if you want to say where is dove. Okay? Just joking. Okay, alright. So yeah. Okay, so you ask where is the toilet? Dove è il bagno? And she tells you, right? She tells you, hey, it's there. Do you remember how to say it's there? It's there. We saw it before. It's there. And again, if you're not very sure, make sure you download the learning sheet because there are all the notes there. So it's there. Oh, I like these answers. Okay, so Bill says Ellie. Yes, Ellie. That's actually what it means. It's Ellie there. Fine. And then Karen says Eccola. I like that. However, it's not 100% correct. Eccola means here she is. Or here it is if it's a feminine thing. But if you're talking about the toilet, il bagno, it's masculine, so you should say eccolo. But I would say eccolo only if the toilet is literally near me, like eccolo. Okay? And that would sound a bit silly, eccolo. But eccolo is just something that you say here it is, like here it is, it's just right here. But if you say it's there, so it's far away from you, you want to say è lì or è là. Okay, so Marie Bell says dov'è il toiletto? No, dov'è il bagno? Yes, il bagno, not toiletto. Cool. Next one. Shall we do this is a last one? Let's do a last one. Okay. So now you go to your room, and then you are in your room. I'd say always at the hotel, and you are looking. No, sorry. You realize there are some things missing. Okay, and you realize that you don't have towels. You don't have towels, so you need to ask for towels. So you phone the receptionist and say, can I have a towel? Can I have a towel? Can I have a towel? Now, if you don't know the word for towel, you can go on wordreference.com, Italian English, just type in towel and you will know what it is. I don't want to tell you because it would be far too easy. But you would remember, if you paid attention to the story before, how can you say, can I have? Can I have? Oh, you can't find accents, Karen. It's okay. Just type whatever you can. I will not punish you for that. Marie, you wrote something. Posso un sugge. I don't know what do you mean? I think it's a mistake. You type that as a mistake, I think. So you may want to type that again. So the question is, can I have a towel? How would you say that? Do 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 do. Oh, Karen says posso asciugamano. You're close. You're close. Do you remember how to say have? Have in the middle. Have. Bill, I like your answer because this is the easiest version. So, vorrei un asciugamano. Exactly. You can just easily said, vorrei, I would like, un asciugamano. A towel. That's what you would say. However, if you wanna be even more polite and you wanna ask the question, can I have? You can say, as Marie says, yes, posso avere un asciugamano. So that's it. Yeah, posso avere un asciugamano or vorrei un asciugamano. I would use the singular rather than the plural. Rather than asciugamani, although sometimes you may hear asciugamani. Yeah, you may hear that. Okay, so just to recap, full recap. Full recap. Full. Oh no, what did I open here? Something. Okay, here. Full recap. So, just one greeting that you need in Italian. Salve, that's it. If you want to attract the attention, you say scusi, just to ask for information. Every time you want to thank someone, you say grazie. If you're saying you're welcome, prego, but prego is also used to say go ahead. And then ecco is here it is. When you are giving something to someone. Arrivederci, goodbye. And then every time you want to make a request, you have vorrei, I would like, which is the easiest way. And then posso avere, can I have? And then you put whatever you want at the end. And finally, remember these question words. Come, which means pardon when you want them to repeat something. Quanto, how much. Quante, how much is it? Dove, where. Dove, where is it? And that's it. So, if you have any questions, please let me know. If you want the notes, this is the whole learning sheet that you can download below in the link. And I would like to thank you so much for being here, and thank you for being active in the chat. I know that today I was a bit like because I'm still recovering from a cold, but I hope to see you again at the next live lesson on this YouTube channel. If you like this video, make sure you like it. If you enjoyed it, make sure you like it. And if you have someone else who would like to learn Italian for travel, make sure you share this video with them, because you can also practice with them. So make sure you are sharing this with anyone else who would like to, next time you go to Italy, come with you, and then you can practice Italian together. Ok? Allora, ciao! Ciao 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 ciao!